Bullet Train is a 2022 American action comedy thriller film directed by David Leitch from a screenplay by Zak Olkewicz, and produced by Antoine Fuqua, who initially conceived the film. It is based on the 2010 novel Maria Beetle by Ktar Isaka. The film stars Brad Pitt as a begrudging assassin who must battle fellow killers while riding a fictionalized version of the Tokaido Shinkansen. In addition to Pitt, the film stars an ensemble cast which also includes Joey King, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Brian Tyree Henry, Andrew Koji, Hiroyuki Sanada, Michael Shannon, Bad Bunny, and Sandra Bullock. Principal photography began in Los Angeles in November 2020 and wrapped in March 2021. Bullet Train premiered in Paris on July 18, 2022 and was theatrically released in the United States on August 5, 2022, by Sony Pictures Releasing. The film was a box office success, grossing $239 million worldwide on a production budget of around $90 million. The film received mixed reviews from critics. Plot: in Tokyo, Yuichi Kimura seeks revenge after his son Wataru is pushed off a rooftop and is told to board a bullet train later in the night. Meanwhile, former assassin Ladybug is assigned to retrieve a briefcase from the same bullet train bound for Kyoto after the previous contract. Carver calls in sick. Ladybug is initially wary, as his recent string of bad luck during his jobs resulted in accidental deaths. Also on the train is a young woman codenamed the Prince, who attacked Wataru, and two English assassin brothers called Lemon and Tangerine, who are assigned to escort both the briefcase and the son of a Russian-born Yakuza boss known as the White Death, who hired them due to their roles in a job in Bolivia. Ladybug steals the briefcase from Lemon and Tangerine, but is attacked by another assassin, the Wolf, who blames Ladybug for fatally poisoning his entire wedding party, including his newlywed wife. After a brief fight, the Wolf's knife throw rebounds off the briefcase and into his heart, leading to his death. Distraught, Ladybug stashes the briefcase away and arranges Wolf's corpse to look like a sleeping passenger. Meanwhile, the Prince reveals to Yuichi that she pushed Wataru off the roof to lure him to the train as part of an elaborate plan to assassinate the White Death, as well as the fact that she has a henchman holding Wataru hostage in the hospital, with orders to kill him should anything happen to her. While Lemon and Tangerine search for the missing briefcase, the White Death's son is poisoned and dies in the same manner as the Wolf's wedding party months prior. Ladybug offers the briefcase to Lemon in return for getting off the train. Lemon suspects that Ladybug killed the White Death's son, leading to a fight in which Lemon is knocked unconscious. The Prince and Yuichi find the briefcase and booby-trap it with explosives to kill the White Death as well as Yuichi's rigged gun as a second precaution. Ladybug encounters Tangerine and kicks him off the train after another scuffle, but he manages to climb back aboard. A suspicious Lemon shoots and injures Yuichi, but collapses after drinking water spiked with a sleeping drug that Ladybug brought with him. The Prince shoots Lemon and stashes him and Yuichi in a bathroom. Ladybug encounters yet another assassin, the Hornet, who poisoned the White Death's son and Wolf's wedding party with modified boomslang venom. After a struggle during which they are both exposed to the venom, Ladybug steals her anti-venom to save himself, leaving her to die. Tangerine runs into the Prince and realizes that she shot Lemon, but Ladybug attacks before he can shoot her, accidentally killing Tangerine with his gun. Believing the Prince to be innocent, Ladybug agrees to protect her, despite Tangerine's dying pleas. Yuichi's father, the Elder, boards the train and sees that the Prince is lying after recognizing the sound of her voice, and informs her that Wataru is safe. After she flees, the Elder tells Ladybug he is seeking revenge against the White Death, who killed his wife while taking over his Yakuza clan, and that fate has brought them all together to this end. They discover that Yuichi and Lemon are still alive, albeit injured, and the four work together to face the White Death. At Kyoto, Ladybug gives the briefcase to the White Death. The prince, revealed to be the White Death's estranged daughter, tries to goad him into shooting her with Yuichi's rigged gun, but she fails. The White Death explains that every assassin on the train, as well as his son, was responsible in some way for the death of his wife and that he hired them all hoping they would kill each other. The White Death's henchmen open the booby-trapped briefcase, which explodes, knocking Ladybug and the White Death back onto the train. The White Death's remaining henchmen board and battle the assassins, with the Elder dueling the White Death in a sword fight. Their fight causes the train to hurtle out of control and crash into downtown Kyoto. Emerging from the wreck with the Elder's katana stuck in his chest, the White Death tries to kill Ladybug but is blown up by the rigged gun. The prince threatens Ladybug, Yuichi, and the Elder with a machine gun, proclaiming herself to be the new White Death, but is suddenly struck and killed by a passing fruit truck hauling tangerines, later revealed to have been driven by Lemon, avenging Tangerine's death in the process. Ladybug's handler Maria arrives to retrieve him as he celebrates finally getting off the bullet train as Japanese authorities arrive trying to clean up the incredible damage in downtown Kaito the assassin's exploits caused. Cast. Additionally, Pasha Delykhnikov portrays Alexei Ilyin, a subordinate of the White Death and the handler of Lemon and Tangerine, while director David Leitch makes a cameo appearance as Jeff Zufelt, the 17th person killed earlier by Lemon and Tangerine. Ryan Reynolds and Channing Tatum also appear in uncredited cameo roles, respectively as Carver, a renowned professional assassin whose job is being filled in by Ladybug, and a train passenger who is paid by Ladybug to pose as himself. Production. Bullet Train had been initially developed by Antoine Fuqua, who co-produced the film through his Fuqua Films banner. It was originally intended to be a serious action thriller in the vein of Die Hard, but the project turned into a light-hearted action comedy during the development process. It was announced in June 2020 that Sony Pictures had hired David Leitch to direct the adaptation of the Ktar Isaka novel from a screenplay by Zak Olkewicz, with Brad Pitt being cast in the film the following month. Variety reported that Pitt was paid $20 million. Joey King subsequently entered negotiations for a supporting role, while in September, Andrew Koji was added, with Aaron Taylor Johnson and Brian Tyree Henry joining in October. In November 2020, Zazie Beetz, Macy Oka, Michael Shannon, Logan Lerman, and Hiroyuki Sanada joined the cast, with Leitch revealing in December that Karen Fukuhara had also joined, and that Jonathan Sella would serve as cinematographer. That same month, Bad Bunny was also added to the cast, and Sandra Bullock joined the following year in February to replace Lady Gaga, who had dropped out due to scheduling conflicts with House of Gucci. Production for Bullet Train began in October 2020 in Los Angeles, during the COVID-19 pandemic. Filming started on November 16, 2020, and wrapped in March 2021. The producers constructed 3 full train cars, and LED screens with video footage of the Japanese countryside were hung outside the windows of the train set to help immerse the actors. Stunt coordinator Greg Rementer said Pitt performed 95% of his own stunts in the film. Music. The film features a number of original tracks. Most notably, the film contains Japanese-language covers of Stayin' Alive by Bee Gees and Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler. Composer Dominic Lewis noted that the film's soundtrack represent all vibe and no technique. Factual inaccuracy. Many of the deaths portrayed in the film are the result of the ingestion or injection of boomslang venom, which is represented as a fast-acting toxin that causes violent and bloody effects within 30 seconds of introduction into the bloodstream. However, in reality, the venom of the boomslang is known for its unusually slow action, and symptoms may not manifest for many hours following a bite. A famous case of boomslang envenomation involved herpetologist Carl Patterson Schmidt, who was accidentally bitten by a boomslang at his lab in 1957. Schmidt did not experience serious symptoms until the following day, when he collapsed and died at his home. Release: Bullet Train was originally set to be released on April 8, 2022, before being delayed to July 15, 2022, again to July 29, and then to August 5. Its world premiere occurred at the Grand Rex in Paris, France on July 18, 2022. The film was released on 4K UHD, Blu-ray and DVD on October 18, 2022, with the digital version released on September 27, 2022. Reception. Box office. As of October 20, 2022, Bullet Train has grossed $103.3 million in the United States and Canada, and $135.9 million in other territories, for a worldwide total of $239.20 million. In the United States and Canada, Bullet Train was released alongside Easter Sunday, and was projected to gross $26.30 million from 4,357 theaters in its opening weekend. The film made $12.6 million on its first day, including $4.6 million from Thursday night previews. It went on to debut to $30 million, topping the box office. The film made $13.4 million in its sophomore weekend, remaining in first. The film made $8 million in its third weekend, falling to third.